Now listen, TCU, always coming for you, brother. Get on your knees, brother, and say your prayers because Judgment Day is upon you.
Welcome to the John Blake Show. I'm Steve Newman. Coach, congratulations on the first game win.
Thank you, Steve. It was outstanding. But, again, you can't say enough for that crowd. The crowd was amazing. You know, the electricity in the air, the fans who truly love these players and the Sooners. That makes those guys want to go out and play. We had to overcome some obstacles, but I thought it was a really great performance for a first game for our team that had to come back from a little deficit early in the game.
You know, for a young team, that really wasn't bad to have to come back from a 6-0 deficit early in the game. It's good experience. Not that you ever want to be behind.
Right. But I think it was good because, in that sense, I never would have wanted to be that way, kind of like what you said, but I thought it was good to see our poise, our coaches' adjustments, our players' confidence on the sideline, and hey, we're going to be fine. Let's just kind of get a hold of things and come back and play as well as we did the second half.
A 37-9 win over North Texas, and definitely on Saturday night, the house was a rock.
The John Blake Show is brought to you by Coca-Cola, always part of the Sooner team. Phillips 66, the Performance Company. National American Insurance Company, Oklahomans working hard for Oklahomans. St. Anthony North, Bone and Joint, Mission Hill, and Hillcrest Hospitals. Gatorade, life is a sport. Drink it up. Oklahoma Tank Lines, professionals providing energy transportation solutions. Your local Mercedes-Benz dealership. Hillbrook Allen Hamilton, the businessman's insurance agency since 1911. And by the Sooner Club.
Coach, last Saturday night, the defense was definitely flying around. Let's take a look at some of those highlights. Boy, it was fun to watch. Young but aggressive defense.
I'll tell you, great. Ghana Joseph is outstanding right here. Again, this is the kind of defense he plays well in. There's a lot of penetration in our defense. We do a lot of getting up the ball. It's Kelly Gregg right there. Come a freshman right there, number 58. Nick Simpson, playing a lot of freshmen. I think those guys are really having a chance to go play. It's Kelly Gregg, one of the anchors of our defense right there. Good job, Kelly.
Kelly just plays all the way up and down the line.
Plays hard, too. That's the key. That's a hook move. Again, here's another play right here. Quarterback here trying to make something happen. There's Cornelius Burton. Make the play by Cornelius.
We're quicker than last year,
Oh,
Coach.
there's
Ooh.
Ante Jones, who had a lot of great hits that night. Again, here's a defense fumble right here. Good job, Ghana. You know, more guys around the ball, the more chance we recover the fumble.
Exactly.
We want to create turnovers all the time.
We're not a reacting defense, we're a proactive
Exactly.
defense.
There's Brandon Moore right there making a play, our starting linebacker, along with Corey Collins right there. Good job, fellas. Swarming the defense.
Those guys have gotten to be veterans quick, haven't
No question. And we have a model. We're going to swarm the ball. I mean, you know, it's kind of like the killer bees. We're going to swarm, bring red. That's a good job by Rocky Bright, along with Kelly Gregg there. Great job, young man.
Penetration on every
Penetration, exactly. There we go, right there. Good job right there. Brandon Moore again, wrapping
Form
him up.
tackle.
Form tackle. Again, our motto is to get everybody around the football. We'll create turnovers.
Look at
Ante Jones, great play by Ante again.
Everybody talks
Outstanding
about
play.
Ante being fast, but he's also a hitter.
Well, Ante's an outstanding player. He's very powerful, physical. Has gone again, along with Dale Allen. Those guys are really making things happen. Ante Jones showing up again. The key there, more than anything, is to get as many people around the ball. Ante's a 200-pound player that plays extremely hard. Dale Allen again, the old man of the group. It's a good play, Dale. Good job,
a
Kelly
senior
Gregg.
really stands out in this bunch because we don't have very many
Very
seniors.
few seniors again. I mean, I think that's the positive thing about our defense.
Sure.
We got a lot of great things that's happening right now. It's a great play by Hunt, taking off the ground, making a play. Good job. Here's another great play right there. That's it's an outstanding play. Who is that? 46. As Greg Muhammad, Rocky Cabinets, Jinx, All-American Jinx player again.
True freshman.
Here it is. That's Big Angelo Banks. Greg Muhammad. Scrambler. Oh my God, there it is.
Hello.
Another one of those bees again. That's Ante Jones.
Bob Berry said, thank goodness that guy's head wasn't in the helmet. On offense, Coach, we started slow, but boy, we picked up quickly in the second quarter.
Again, we really made some adjustments. I'll tell you one of the great things we did. Big Kimnich came in the game. Got All-American left tackle back in the game, and then Fletcher came in and done a great job for us. From Brandon bruised his shoulder. Here's Fletcher again. Good play action right here. Hitting the quick out right here, quick stop right. I think that's Chris. No, that's Matt Anderson. Great job, tight
Going up
end.
between
In the
two
traffic.
players.
I tell you what, it's a good catch by him. It's getting better. Here we go right here, run option. It's like 18 here. Good blocking
Look
downfield,
at that
guy been
block.
cutting. Good job being patient. Fletcher putting the ball in zone. Great job.
But great downfield blocking.
Great job. Guys are picking the schemes up now. Again, they caused some confusion for us earlier.
Right.
But now we're making adjustments. Here's number 33, a guy we're looking forward to seeing a lot of great runs this year. This was his first time really having a chance to be hit and tackle. So he wasn't in his groove yet. So I told him he needed to get in his groove this next game.
Make his own movie, right?
Exactly. And here's Fletcher again throwing a nice pass to Cobble, who had great concentration and really running a route and staying full speed, having confidence that we're going to protect and throw the ball well. It's a good catch, Cobble. That's
Great
old Big
pass,
Carpenter
great
doing a
catch.
good block right there. Give Fletcher a chance to get outside.
See this again.
Here again, the catch again by Cobble. Great concentration.
Only place the pass could be.
That's the only place. He needs to put it there, and the receiver needs to go get it.
Yep. This was so good, Coach. We decided to look at it again. Oh, no, this is a different one.
Here's Jarrell
This is
Jackson, out route. Good job, Jarrell. Good job setting his feet and throwing. Another good pass, 5 out of 5. That's enough pass for option football.
That's
now.
right.
We need to run the ball a little more here. It's a good run by Fletcher, just being patient right there. Now the little man got to go run. Good job by him right there.
He's not faint of heart.
No,
That's for sure.
I tell you what, I wish his size would match his heart because he has
Yeah.
a big heart. I just want to protect him and make sure he doesn't get a bruise out there. Again, here's a great job by Fletcher pitching to Mom Parker. That's the guy right there. Going to take us there. Got to stay healthy, big baby.
Here we are in the eye.
Again, just old G play, giving the ball to the fullback. Go ahead, Seth. A little stiff arm right here. I wouldn't be mad at you. It's a good run. Good run. Boy's a tough kid. Love this kid to death, man. You're talking about a competitor. Coming to my office all the time and talk to me. Here's a good block by Seth. The spring here. Seth again blocking. That's Fletcher again. Great job, young man.
You know, Coach, you mentioned that about Seth Luttrell, but he has something that a lot of our players I notice have, and that is when you look at him, their eyes, they are competitors, and you can tell it in their eyes.
Well, they understand that our coaches, myself, we all are competitors and we're winners, and we lack no confidence. And the kids believe that. A lot of times you can instill that in the kids, but when they come there with that kind of competitiveness, well, you really have something. And these guys are great kids. They're really working hard to exemplify what Oklahoma football means and what it stands for.
After the game in the locker room, and we'll show the locker room a little bit later, you could tell that it wasn't like they were overjoyed that they had beaten North Texas, but there was a confidence and there was an excitement about the future.
There was no question. The thing I really recognized in that room was that they didn't execute well, and they were expected to execute well. They put that on themselves, and I really appreciate that, not to be just satisfied. The win was great, but I think the thing that we're focused on more than anything is, hey, we got TCU ahead of us, we 1-0, and let's go get these things correct so we can go out and execute.
But they expected to win.
Expect to win, and they wanted to win in a better fashion. But again, as coaches, I'm glad they feel that way.
Right.
But we as coaches really appreciate the effort they get, and we take to win.
A lot more of the John Blake Show in just a couple of minutes. Coach, when you play at Oklahoma, dreams can come true quickly for those that have the talent. And let's take a look at a few newcomers from the game on last Saturday.
Okay.
Of course, William Bartee.
I tell you, it's outstanding play by William Bartee. Again, just making sure he stays deep in the deepest receiver. Great job catching the ball.
Concentration.
Putting it away again. He's one of our All-American players we signed early, and he has really made a contribution early for us.
A junior college player that you guys scouted, recruited, that you evaluated, and you were right.
I'll tell you the celebration right there. Look at the here's guys coming around and celebrating. That's what it's all about. Great group of guys.
And here's a true freshman.
Again, number 20, Rocky Cameron, one of All-Americans here at Oklahoma. Look at that lick right there. You know, he was still smiling in the locker room afterwards. God, it felt good, Coach. We got great plans for this young man, and he's going to be an outstanding player for us. Again, Rocky's right there, trying to make a play, turn the quarterback inside. That big Angelo Banks, another young man we counting on this year.
And Frank
Romero. These guys are really contributing. We got some guys who are really making plays. And again, if you're a great player, it doesn't matter how old you are, you play early at Oklahoma because we're doing things that the young people can't play.
You know, when you think about it, I looked at that Rocky Calmus play a year ago this time, Coach. He was playing, before 5,000 to 8,000 people at Jinx.
I tell you what, we had, earlier in the tape, you've seen Nick Simpson and a lot of other players playing. Roy Williams playing special teams, and Frank Rorero's playing quite a bit right now. We got a lot of young players who can play, and I think that's the great thing about Oklahoma football. If you're good enough to play here, you have a chance to play early, and we're looking forward to that.
The future is so bright because of the youth on this team. But the future doesn't have to wait for down the line because these kids want to win now.
It's no question. We got winners on this team. We got winners on the staff, winners in this organization, and Oklahoma football is going to be back. Again, by nature, it takes time in certain areas, but we're looking forward to getting this thing turned around this year, and I know it's going to happen.
Coach, we've been talking about dreams coming true at Oklahoma. Boy, last Saturday, a dream came true for a young man by the name of Patrick Fletcher.
All right, let's look at Patrick.
Explain it really. It's the first time getting on that field in a game, but I've been practicing for it for 2 years. I've been going against that #1 defense every year, and that's just done nothing but help me prepare. And I just appreciate Coach Dickinson and Coach Blake getting me in there. Brandon, he had a sore shoulder in the first half, and I was just fortunate to get after him a little bit. My offensive line and the backs coming out of the backfield, they did really well on executing their blocks, and they got them down. And it took us a while at first, because we hadn't really got to work on cutting and slashing all that much in practice. But we were just, we played 60 minutes tonight, and that was the key. And I give all the credit to my line. The defense played awesome. They only gave up 6 points. Was that it? And I tell you, the credit goes to everybody. I tell you what, I was just only, one factor. We had 11 guys working on both sides of the field. Special teams, Ferguson did well, made field goals, and all these guys, even the practice guys, the guys who didn't even get in, the scout team, getting us all ready. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm just thankful. I tell you what, you can't even really describe. I'm not articulate enough to describe the feeling I have. I just want to see my mama. My 2 older brothers played here too, and it's just been a tradition, and I was just fortunate to stick it out and get in there, and I paid my dues. Like I said, I went through scout team the past 2 years, and that's done nothing but make me better. My dad has been my biggest supporter. He comes to every practice, and he's my biggest coach, and there's every day we talk football. That's his favorite thing. He loves his boys, and he loves just football, and I just appreciate his support. I appreciate my teammates' support, and again, I appreciate the opportunity getting to play. I tell you what, it's just getting in there, and my line and the backs coming out there, they made great blocks, and Matt Anderson and Ahmed Kaba just made 2 excellent catches tonight, and they helped. Everybody contributed tonight, and I'm just thankful we got a win, and it's just an amazing feeling.
Coach, after the game, when you were talking to the team, you mentioned that, we've got to get Brandon back. And I was watching Patrick Fletcher. He was the first kid to start nodding his head. Yeah, we do. He wasn't disappointed in that. He wants Brandon back.
Well, see, people don't realize that it doesn't matter what the outsiders think of this program. We have a close family here, and I'll make sure it stays that way. That's my job, to make sure it stays that way and do all the evaluation. Brandon was the first one to greet Fletcher after the first touchdown, hugging him and telling him how much I appreciate you carrying the team on, because I could not get back on the field. And those are the way we play, right? That's the way attitude we have. Great attitude, great unity in this family. And again, I thank God for Fletcher. Had he not been there, we've been going with Jake Seals and really struggling. Jake, I thought, done a good job, but Fletcher had been practicing, and he practiced hard all the time. I mean, he always waits for his turn. But we have a great group of guys, and this family is really tight, and it's going to stay tight. So I know how these guys feel about each other. I know how we feel about each other as coaches and players, and that's the only thing that matters, because we're going to be back, and we're going to be back this year.
Historically, too, when you run a wishbone, you better have more than one quarterback.
Well, there's no question. Again, like I said, I love Pat to death, and Pat and I talk all the time. I mean, the thing with Pat is that I'm concerned about his size, because he's about 165, 170, I think, at the most. And again, you have to take a punishment. I mean, you run an option football, because a quarterback, as Coach Switzer always says, has to be able to make things happen. And we want to make sure we protect him, as well as allow him to give us a chance to win if he has to play. So the players is my well-being, and that's the most important thing I need to let people know, is that it's important that these players understand that they come first. The program revolves around their success and how they go out and advertise us, how they live up to expectations of an Oklahoma football player, and they understand that, and that will take away from nothing.
Well said, Coach. When we return, we'll have a look at the locker room after the North Texas game, and we'll look forward to the game against TCU.
It has not changed, man, from day one. The confidence I've seen in this football team, in this coaching staff, the confidence I've seen in you guys. That was a sign of a team right there that's destined, man, destined to win no matter what. Let's give credit to North Texas. Done a great job. Coach Dixie got his program on the right track, but let me tell you something, man. When you play great defense, you have to play great defense when you come out with option football. There will be sputters at times. I've seen it a lot of times. But then that offense start rolling. That is our mission, man. We're going to lay on you. We're going to hammer. Then we'll take the second half and be ours. Fletcher, outstanding job.
Well, Coach, you could tell from that locker room that this is a very focused team, and now it's time to focus on TCU.
Ain't no question. Again, the kids are talking about 2-0. It's something that they're looking forward to. It hadn't been done in a long time. We got a couple of seniors on this team who really want to go to a bowl game. They're looking forward to just taking each game very serious, and we won't let them take it no other way. So TCU is a team that beat Iowa State. We got our work cut out for us. We'll go out there and play our type of football, and I think it'll take care of itself.
It's an option team, correct?
Yes, sir. Well, they do a little bit of everything. They run option. They do a lot of draws. They do a lot of finesse stuff, trick play stuff. French only does a great job. I mean, he'll draw some up in the dirt if you let him. So we just got to be ready, be sound and ready to go.
Okay, and you said 2-0, but actually this will be 3-0.
Well,
we started off the last game of last year, so we got a roll going
I
here.
tell you what, that is great, and that's something we are building from. So we'll continue to prepare our kids ready to win. I think they'll take the challenge.
Best of luck, John.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, we will see you next week, and make sure you watch the Oklahoma Playback Show, Sooner Football 98, Sunday night at 9 on KOCB Channel 34. In other areas, consult your listings. We'll see you next week.
The John Blake Show was brought to you by Coca-Cola, pure refreshment for the Sooner fans. Phillips 66, the Performance Company. National American Insurance Company, Oklahomans working hard for Oklahomans. St. Anthony North, Bone and Joint, Mission Hill, and Hillcrest Hospitals. Gatorade, life is a sport. Drink it up. Oklahoma Tank Lines, professionals providing energy transportation solutions. Your local Mercedes-Benz dealership. Hillbrook Allen Hamilton, the businessman's insurance agency since 1911. And by the Sooner Club. Transportation for the John Blake Show crew provided by Bob Moore Cadillac. Furnishings provided by Mr. Robert Fine Furniture in Norman. This has been a SOONERVISION presentation.